Hello everyone. In this video, we are going to talk about different sections that you can have in a short report. I'll talk about very typical sections that we have in a report. So let's start with it. First, we always have an introduction section. There's a specific text that we always have in introduction. When you're writing introduction, you need to write about the purpose of the report. You need to talk about the problem that your report would be addressing, the significance of this report, the scope or the boundaries up to which your report would cover the different issues that need to be included. And last but not the least, you also have to talk about the limitations that your report has. Can it be applied to the whole country? Can it be applied to just the one city that you're talking about or one branch? That goes into your limitation. Next, we talk about methodology in our reports. Most of the business reports include methodology. They tell their audience that how the data was collected and what kind of people were involved in collecting the data and what's the nature of data that's included here. Also, we include that how this data was analyzed. If you used any particular kind of software like Excel, MATLAB, SPSS, you mention about that as well. Next, we talk about the findings. What is the data that you found? While writing the findings, make sure that you are giving some visual aids. You need to have some kind of pie charts, bar charts, tables that would represent the data that you have collected through your research or through your data collection process. And then you write commentary on the findings that you have. If your data is not based on numbers, the tables or the charts that you are including in your findings can be of qualitative nature. But having tables or charts in your findings, it's always a good idea. Now, next, we have conclusions. Now, based on the findings that you have there, what conclusions do you reach? It's like some information, maybe, that let's say you have some information that 75% of people who use the computers, they have back pain. Now, what's the conclusion for that? Probably they have back pain because they are not using proper sitting posture. So that goes into the conclusion. Now, logically connected from with this is recommendation. So, what do you recommend? If you conclude that it's because of the bad sitting posture, the recommendation would be that they should be trained on using the right sitting posture and they should be probably given proper furniture that would ensure that they are using right postures. So, that comes as recommendation. Generally speaking, the recommendations should be logical. They should be written with some kind of, you could say, modal verbs like the company should do this and it is highly recommended that this should be done. Passive voices should be used here. Make sure that you're giving recommendation in bullet points so that it's easy to follow for the readers. And now let's move on to the headings or the kind of words that you can use for these report sections. So the sections that you have in your report can take three different types of headings. Let's start with functional headings and talking headings. Talking headings can also be called as descriptive headings. What are functional headings? It can be an executive summary of your report, a section that you can give name, introduction, findings, or discussion. As we discussed earlier, the name of the sections as they are. Or it can be a little more descriptive, where you are saying that what exactly is included in the section that you're talking about. It can be tablet computer, or it can be texting the new smoking gun, or something like that. Or it can be what's new on the social media. So basically, when you're writing a talking heading, it's a little less formal, I would say. It's not that stiff. And it's also kind of grabbing the audience attention. And it's giving a little foreview of what is about to come in the section the reader is going into. There can be a little middle of the road approach as well, where you're giving a combination of the very stiff approach and a bit relaxed headings, like background how Apple won. So it's like, that typical name of the section, and also a little bit of sneak peek into what's coming up here. Similarly, personnel, and then we have production costs, and you're giving overview of that. So that's all what I wanted to talk about the sections in a typical short report and the types of headings that we can have for them. Hope you like the video. Please subscribe to this channel so you don't miss any future videos. Hope to see you in the future videos. Bye for now.